Can you even imagine? There's a corner of this world, yes, right here on Earth, where entire families survive by eating food salvaged from the trash, where people pack themselves into trucks like sardines just to get from one place to another, and where an entire tribe, stateless and homeless, has spent generation after generation drifting on open seas. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this isn't a dystopian novel. This is the Philippines. A nation where contrasts paint every street and every face. On one hand, the Philippines dazzles the world with the stunning beauty of its women, their features celebrated across continents. On the other, it hides powerful, moving stories of struggle, resilience, and a cultural melting pot unlike any other. But let me tell you what you've just heard. It's only scratching the surface. We're just getting started. Brace yourself as we take a deep dive. No, a plunge. Into 20 strange, fascinating, and downright unbelievable facts that will completely shift how you see this vibrant Southeast Asian country. Welcome to Top 10 Discoveries, your favorite destination for mind-blowing insights. And today, we're exploring a land of 7,641 islands, only around 2,000 of which are inhabited. That's right, over 5,000 untouched islands dot the sea like scattered pearls, waiting for someone to discover them. Imagine that. The Philippines isn't just a group of islands. It's a living, breathing mosaic of cultures, colors, and contradictions. Boasting the fifth longest coastline in the entire world, this tropical wonderland offers everything from powdery white beaches to dense rainforests that echo with the call of rare birds and ancient spirits. Dive into crystal-clear turquoise waters, and you might just lose track of time. Sitting snug near the equator, the country enjoys sun-drenched days almost year-round. It's the perfect getaway, right? Well, yes and no. Paradise comes at a price. From June to November, heavy rains drench the land. And typhoons. The country faces up to 20 typhoons every year. That's nearly 2 per month, each one capable of leaving devastation in its wake. Despite these challenges, the heart of the nation beats strong. Home to 117 million people, this is one of the most densely populated countries in the region, and one of the youngest too. Over half the population is under 25, full of dreams, ambition, and unshakable hope. Religious faith runs deep here. About 80% of Filipinos identify as Catholic, but that doesn't begin to capture the diversity. The Philippines is a cultural kaleidoscope, with 175+ ethnic groups living side by side, each one bringing its own customs, music, food, and identity. And here's a linguistic twist. While Filipino and English are the official languages, would you believe that the people here speak up to 187 languages and dialects? Some tongues are so rare that only a few hundred people still know them. One remote tribe even communicates through whistles instead of words. Yes, actual whistles. Imagine holding a conversation with just sounds. Now that's unique. Now let's talk about how people get around. Streets in the Philippines. They're more than roads. They're an open-air art gallery, a stage where culture comes to life. Enter the jeepney, a post-World War II creation that turned leftover American military jeeps into what's now lovingly called the king of the road. These vehicles are nothing short of a moving masterpiece. Think chrome, neon, religious icons, and comic book characters, all splashed across a single bus. There's no rigid bus schedule. Just wave, hop in, and off you go. In Manila alone, over 50,000 jeepneys transport millions every day. And the fare? An unbelievably low 8 pesos for the first 4 kilometers, then just 2 pesos per kilometer after that. But wait, it gets even crazier. Ever heard of Hable? These aren't just motorcycles. They're beasts modified with long side benches and backrests so they can carry up to 12 passengers at once. It's chaotic, it's adrenaline pumping, and it's survival meets ingenuity on 2 wheels. There's no official fare. Just haggle a deal with the driver and hop on. Now, would you dare ride on the back of a motorbike with 8 strangers through a crowded street? That's the real Filipino adventure. But amid all the grit and creativity, beauty thrives. Step into the Philippines and you'll instantly notice. The women here are stunning, but not in a way that fits a single mold. Some flaunt bronze skin kissed by the sun, a tribute to their Austronesian ancestry. Others carry lighter complexions and European features, a nod to over 300 years of Spanish colonization. This rare mix creates a blend of beauty that turns heads on runways and in everyday life. They're not just pageant winners, though the country has plenty. Filipino women are powerful, resilient, and globally respected. Many hold leadership roles, especially in mid-sized companies, and their influence stretches beyond borders. They're strong at work, caring at home, and in their pursuit of love, they seek more than just romance. They want respect, equality, and someone willing to walk beside them, not ahead. And increasingly, many are connecting with international partners, particularly from the US and Canada, hoping to find a relationship built on trust, not tradition alone. Want us to dive deeper into how to meet amazing Filipino women and make a genuine connection? Just type 3 in the comments. Now let's talk about a dish that stirs emotions like no other. Pagpag. Sounds strange. Should. In the heart of Metro Manila, where high-rise towers cast shadows on overcrowded slums, Pagpag is both a last resort and a lifeline. The word literally means to shake off, as in shaking off dirt from leftover fast food, collecting fried chicken bones, cold rice and discarded bits, then recooking it all with seasoning to kill bacteria. Yes, it sounds harsh. But for many, this 20-cent meal is the only thing standing between them and starvation. Not because they choose it, but because there's no choice. It's a dish born from poverty, cooked with resilience, and served with dignity. For those who eat it, it's more than food, it's survival. Even though it's been flagged for health risks, Pagpag remains a symbol of what it means to adapt in the face of nothing. Can you picture yourself eating food someone else has thrown away, just to get through the day? For thousands in the Philippines. That's not a question. That's reality. And while we're on the topic of survival and dreams, owning a brand new car in the Philippines, it's practically a fantasy. Even if a car's price tag says $22,000, taxes can inflate it to over $33,000. You read that right. Between excise taxes, import duties, and a 12% VAT, the cost skyrockets. The government uses these taxes to control vehicle numbers and reduce traffic. But with monthly salaries averaging $300 to $500, most Filipinos can only admire cars from afar. So on the roads, what do you see? A mix of beat-up vehicles, shiny status symbols, and thousands who walk or ride bikes through the daily grind. Shiny luxury cars gliding effortlessly past beat-up, time-worn jeepneys. It's a snapshot that speaks volumes. A single scene that captures the ever-widening gap between the rich and the struggling in the Philippines. In the same traffic jam, you'll see brand-new SUVs with tinted windows right beside aging vehicles held together by bolts, duct tape and hope. Because of this reality, guess what's booming? The used car market. That's right. More and more people are skipping showroom prices and heading straight to second-hand lots or choosing locally assembled vehicles to dodge those sky-high import duties. It's not just a money-saving move, it's a necessity. But here's the real kicker. Owning a car isn't just about having cash. It's about choosing a lifestyle. The cost of ownership doesn't stop at the sticker price. You've got fuel, maintenance, registration fees. And let's not forget the near-endless Manila traffic that turns a 20-minute drive into a 2-hour crawl. So with average salaries hovering around $300 to $500 a month, you've got to wonder, how long will the average Filipino have to wait before they can afford the freedom of their own car? For many, it's not a short-term dream, it's a long-term wish. Now let's flip the script. Let's talk beauty. Not man-made luxury, but nature's own masterpiece. The beaches of the Philippines. If there's a place where the sea kisses the sky in one endless, breathtaking sweep of blue, it's here. With 7,641 islands, this archipelago is blessed with beaches so stunning, they don't just take your breath away, they silence it. Step foot on White Beach in Boracay, and you'll think you've entered a dream. Powder-fine sand, so soft it slips between your toes like silk. Water so clear it feels like you're floating in glass. No filters needed, this is pure raw paradise. Lined along the beach are world-class resorts, high-end seafood restaurants, and beach bars humming with tropical beats. Whether you're sipping a cocktail or watching fire dancers light up the night, White Beach isn't just a destination. It's a vibe. But maybe you crave calm, solitude, nature untouched. Then set your sights on Nakpan Beach in Palawan. Stretching 4 kilometers, it's serenity itself. No tourist noise, no commercial buzz. Just gentle waves, palm trees swaying like they're dancing just for you, and hammocks waiting under the golden sun. It's the kind of place where time slows down, and your heart speeds up, overwhelmed by peace. Now, for the explorers and adventurers, there's Hidden Beach in El Nido. Aptly named, this spot is a real-life secret haven, nestled between towering limestone cliffs. There's no direct road. You'll have to kayak through turquoise water or swim your way through a narrow rock passage. But when you finally step onto that white, untouched sand and look around, you'll feel like you've entered a hidden world, your own private island in a fantasy film. Crystal clear water laps at your feet, tropical fish dart by, and everything around you feels sacred, untouched. Want to know which of these beaches you'd love to visit most? Let us know in the comments. Don't hold back. Now let's head to the beating heart of it all. Welcome to Manila. If ever there was a city where chaos and charm collide in the most beautiful way, it's Manila. This capital is bursting at the seams. 42,000 people per square kilometer, and every inch tells a story. The old and new don't just coexist. They dance together in full color. Here, glistening high-rises stand shoulder to shoulder with crumbling Spanish churches and makeshift food stalls. Morning begins with crowds heading to church, street vendors calling out with trays of tejo, sweet tofu, balut, duck embryo, and isaw, grilled chicken intestines, sizzling on open flames. Just a block away, you'll walk straight into air-conditioned mega malls like Mall of Asia or Greenbelt, where you'll find designer brands and cutting-edge tech. Want a bargain instead? Then dive into the maze of Divisoria, where clothes, gadgets, snacks, and souvenirs come at prices so low, you'll do a double take. It's a shopping adventure and a culture shock all in one. But when the sun dips below the skyline, that's when Manila really comes alive. Looking for sleek rooftop elegance? Head to BGC or Makati, where cocktail lounges like the Penthouse 8747 serve up views as stunning as the drinks. Want something wilder, more down-to-earth? Malate and Poblacion offer gritty charm, karaoke bars, pulsing street music, and a sense of raw, Filipino soul that's impossible to fake. And the best part? People. Filipinos are warmth in human form. You walk into a bar a stranger, and after one round of singing, yes, they'll make you sing. You're part of the barkada, the crew, the family. That's the magic here.